What's good, everybody? Timeless Traveler here. Welcome to Timeless Traveler's Tutorials. And in today's video, we're going to be going over how to use the fill command with command blocks. Now, the way we're going to be using and showing how these fill commands work is we're going to be clearing out some space. So we're over here in my tutorial world, and as you can see, I've got a nice bit of flat land already established. You can see that I've been clearing out above the ground as well. So we have two command blocks that will do this, and I'm going to show you what they do, and then we'll go down, break down the code and how it works the way it does. So what we got clear the air right here. I'm just going to place it here because it's set to clear everything from this Y level all the way up. So if I place it here, you'll see that it disappears. So in order to clear the air, we're going to break down a block, and now it is constantly active. So as I fly around, you'll see that it removes everything around me as I move. Then, once we have ourselves a flatter land, what if we want to turn all of this into, say, grass, for example? So we have ground breaking right here. We can go ahead and actually, we're going to leave that there. And if we place it, let me show you. So see how it disappeared? So it will actually remove this Y level all the way down. So this one we're going to place right above here. And as you can see, much like clear the air, instead of taking out this Y level and up, it will do this Y level straight down, and it will fill it in with whatever block we want to set it to. If we wanted to do water, we could do water. If we wanted to do buttons, we could do buttons. I would highly not recommend doing buttons because of the just pure levels of entity lag that would generate. You would probably crash your game. So just stick to blocks for filling in your commands. So let's take a look at the clear the air command and how that works. So go ahead and copy this down, take screenshots, pause the video if you need. We're going to break down how it works the way it does. So of course we have a fill command, but you notice that it was working everywhere I was going. So that's how we're also going to use the execute command. So you're going to learn two commands in this video. The execute command means that a command will activate in the presence of whatever you specify. So in this case, we are specifying player timeless t, which is me. So wherever I am, we want to execute the fill command. And so we have these little tildes here to signify that wherever I am, wherever timeless t is, execute that fill command. And we're going to fill a space that is around my body, which is what the tildes are. Relative -15 from me, so relative 15 blocks west of my position, wherever I am in the Y coordinates. So it could be I'm the center point, and then relative 15 blocks north of my position by relative 15 blocks east, relative 10 blocks above me, and relative 15 blocks south of my position. Now we don't put a digit here because we are just going from the ground level up because we want to just flatten the area and replace it with air blocks. So that's why our Y1, which is our second digit, is going to have nothing. So it's going to be relative to my position, which is why I am currently occupying this space, and then the 10 spaces above it are going to be cleared out as well. And if you set it to repeat and do always active, that means it will constantly run as long as that command block is active. So now that we have this here, anywhere I am, from me to 10 blocks above me, to 15 blocks west, 15 blocks east, 15 blocks north, 15 blocks south, it's going to clear out that entire space, as we can see here. Now, if we take a look at the groundbreaking block, now this one, we are going to do similar code, except we're going to go negative in the y-axis. So, because we want one block below me, which is going to be the floor, and then about 10 blocks down roughly, I did about 6 blocks, 68, 63, counting 68, that will be 6 blocks total. That is the floor that I'm standing on. That is so in case, we're doing this in creative, clearing space out. This is so whenever you fly in the air, it doesn't accidentally fill in the space that you end up occupying. So, for example, say it's relative to my position and relative -10 blocks down from my position. That means the moment I move up, it's going to fill that in. We don't want that unless you want to generate some custom mountain formations and then carve them out and detail them later. You can go ahead and do that, but this is for just filling in the ground. So that's why it's safer to specify your y coordinates if you have your coordinates. So we're, right here will be y equals 68. So we just have that as our starting point, and then we just don't put the tilde in. So it is absolute 68. And then from there, it goes absolute 63. Now, when it comes to our north and south, easts and wests, we want those to be all around our specific spot. So that's why we include the tilde to make it relative to our position. Execute is going to be the same. Execute, specify the player, and then the coordinates of them wherever they are. And then we put in the fill command and then whatever block. You can use grass. If you wanted, we could use, let's just do dirt, and it would do the same thing. For example, if you wanted to fill this up with stone, you could do stone. If you wanted, diamond ore, you could do diamond ore. Now, say you wanted to clear out a space, but you wanted to keep certain blocks. You only wanted to remove a specific type. So say we have that coal ore over there, right? What if we wanted to keep that coal ore exactly where it was, and we just wanted to move, we wanted to get rid of, say, the stone or the dirt, right? So we're going to use our, sticking with the clear the air command block. The code's going to be the same all the way through here. What we're going to do though, so it's going to automatically fill that space up with air. However, we're going to put 0, replace, and then we're going to put stone. Okay. So what that means is wherever I am, wherever the specified player is, we're going to execute the fill command in the specified coordinates that we've given. We're going to fill that space with air, but we're only going to do it with the stone. So it's going to replace just the stone with air blocks. Okay. So if we go ahead and move over there, you'll see just what happens. We're going to remove all of the stone, and as you can see, just the dirt stays here. And we have the gravel as well, and we have the coal ore. Now, if you wanted to remove the dirt, you could change the code or put another command block in there and have that one specifically for dirt, and then another one specifically for gravel. Or you could just go one block at a time, much like I'm doing here. This would be very helpful if you are underground and you want to just kind of hollow things out, or if you want to make a nice little cave system like I did here. This is actually a pretty decent cave. It looks naturally generated. I would definitely hide out on this early game on day 1. But you can also use this if you want to find diamonds down below, and if you're in creative world, just kind of playing around with commands and wanting to explore a seed before you actually play in survival. This is a good way to kind of gauge where some ores are if you wanted to do things like that. And that's going to be it for today's video, everyone. Thank you all again so much for watching. I am Timeless Traveler, and this was Timeless Traveler's Tutorials. How the fill command works, how to use it with a command block, a little bit of the replace code, and the execute command. Let me know down below in the comment section if this video helped you out at all, and also if you are wondering how other commands work, feel free to leave a suggestion down below and tell me what kind of code or command that you would like to see work and understand a little bit better. And of course, leave a like down below if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. And if you click the notification bell, you will stay up to date on all future content in real time. And in the description, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. The links are down below. I post on there and share some stuff from all different videos, like my Let's Play, and letting people know giving them updates on upcoming videos. So you can find me on those two platforms as well. And if you're not into commands, then there is a nice selection of tutorials that I have put together in my tutorials playlist. You can find that also in the description and at the end of this video, where we have put together a few different farms and useful things that you could use in your survival world. So that's it for today. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.